why my brain can speak better English than me, right? You are the one. This is the reason you are listening to me. You are listening to this video to identify that what are the major reason. Because of those reasons my brain can speak better English. And I know when it comes to English, for us the non-native speakers of English, the second learner of English language, we struggle with this thing. Like, every time you say it, yes, everything is there in my mind, but I know what I have to say in English, but when it comes to my mouth, I'm so sorry, my mouth cannot speak, though my brain can speak English, right? This is the major reason. But let me tell you, our mouth talks, not our brain. This is what we know, okay? Our brain, the process of our brain is just to think, to process the information, and our mouth, the work of our mouth is to deliver what we are thinking, what sort of information is there, right? So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your English coach, Dr. Shruti, and as you know that recently I have been making only raw videos in the long format with no fancy editing. I really just want to have one-to-one conversation with you people and help you to solve your English language queries, problems, and definitely here to teach you, right? And with today's topic, as you can see, again, no fancy editing, no fancy background, nothing is there. It's just like I have just kept my phone in front of me. I'm just shooting a video for you, and this is the topic which has been running in my mind and really want to talk about it so that it could help you out to understand that why your brain can speak better English. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you 5 major points that because of those points, yes, your brain speak better English. Okay, hopefully this will help you out to understand, and then accordingly you can work on those areas. We will also talk about that how you can work on those areas. First, let's talk about the drawbacks, the reason behind that your brain speak better English than your mouth, right? Okay, so the first point is cognitive processing. Cognitive processing, I hope that you have heard this word. Okay, cognitive means, what does it mean actually? The literal meaning of this word is whenever you see anything, okay, for example, if I'll show you, okay, this is the tripod. Okay, this is the tripod. Okay, so once you see this object, for example, you do not know I didn't mention the name. Okay, I have just shown this object to you. Okay, once you see this object, okay, you know that this is the tripod. This is the tripod. So whenever you see any object, your eye sees it, and your mind perceive it, and the information is getting in your mind that it is a tripod. Okay, so your cognitive processing might be good, but this is what happens whenever we speak English. So you want to speak in English, so the information is there, it is stored in your mind. Okay, you are thinking, you are processing the information. Now the third step of, like, first step is you think, second is you process, and the third step is that you need to speak. But thinking, processing, done. But once it comes to speaking, you struggle because of translation. Yes, here is the game of the translation, right? Because everything is there, like, you know what you need to say, all the information is there, you perceive everything, and the cognitive processing is working, right? But यहाँ पे आते ही, ट्रांसलेशन आते ही, you struggle, you feel stumped. This is the reason. Like, in cognitive processing you are very good, but when it comes to translation you struggle. So that is the first point. This is the reason we should never learn English by translations, right? Okay, they are certain, even I also make certain videos where I'm just telling, okay, this is the Hindi phrase and this is the English translation of this phrase. Okay, but we cannot learn English by learning such phrases only. Okay, there are other skills which are involved in understanding of the language and speaking of this language, right? Those reels, though I make it, but majorly we will see, I have also made one video that people teach English in Hindi. It is impossible. You have never watched any video of mine. Like, I've been making video since 2020. You have never seen any video where I'm teaching English in Hindi. It's fine that sometimes 10%, just to make the things more clearer, I might use the Hindi language. But guys, I have never taught English in Hindi. This is the reason you should never learn English in Hindi. You should learn English in English only. When you do it, translation process will never come in your mind, because you know like what I need to say, how this thing, how the statement, how the situation can be translated in English language naturally. Okay, once you will be stuck with the translation, I'm so sorry, this will not help you out. So never learn English in Hindi. So like when you thinking, when you're processing the information, it should always come out naturally. Then the next point is practice and exposure. Yes, uh, it might happen that you are practicing, okay, you are practicing English language in terms of reading and writing, but in terms of speaking you are not exposed, right? Like majorly when we are in our school and colleges, we read, we write, but when it comes to like we read and write in English, but when it comes to speaking, definitely the percentage is quite low. It's like 10 to 20%. Only the students who have been so good in the class, who has great interaction with the faculties, they only talk in English, or talk to the faculties maybe in English, like 40 or 50% of the time. But yes, exposure is not there for us, like for the learners of English language, okay, the second learners of English language. This is the reason, like everything is there in your mind, but you cannot speak because you are not exposed to the speaking part, though you are exposed to the reading and writing part. Okay, so every skill, reading, writing, listening, speaking, all four skills should have a good balance in understanding of English language, and in speaking of English language as well. This is the second point. Now the fourth point is language interference with us. Language interference with us, like definitely, um, English is not our first language. We are born and brought up in our own native language. Like for me, the native language is Hindi. For you, might be Hindi. It might be other language as well, right? So your native language is completely different from your second language, which is English, right? So language interference is always there, and again you will stuck at translation only, because in since childhood you have been born and brought up in your native language only, right? This is the reason you are quite familiar with your native language, but you are not familiar with your English language. This is the reason. It has been said that we need to expose to English language surroundings to learn English, right? So language interference is always there in terms of translation, and this is the reason everything is there in your mind, but you cannot speak. Right now, moving to the next point, which is the fourth point, your anxiety and nervousness, right? Like you can think, you can translate, like everything is there in your mind, but because of the language interference, because of the less exposure, because of less practice, whenever it comes to public speaking, or it comes to like, okay, you need to talk to that person in English in your interviews, during your meetings, during the boardrooms, during the classrooms, you struggle. Because you feel nervous, you feel that there's an anxiety, you feel anxious, because exposure is not there, which is very, very obvious. It's absolutely fine that if you feel nervous while speaking, if you will feel anxiety, because English language is not your first language, it's a second language. This is the reason everything is there in your mind, but because of anxiety and nervousness you cannot speak. And the fifth point is your motor skills, like oral motor skills. Yes, oral motor skills are the exercise which help you to pronounce the words clearly, or for speech clarity, right? For your articulations, if you will see that you will find a lot of motor skills exercises. Okay, so there's a lack of practice of motor skills exercises, right? Like for example, when I'm speaking, you can see that there's a good lip movement, right? But if I would speak like this without making such movement, and also definitely I would not feel comfortable while speaking English. Did you see the difference? So that is also one another point, because your mouth is not trained in that way. There is no good mouth movement. It is not trained in that way that you could speak English properly and clearly. So half of the time, because you are not practiced, you say half of the things, and half of the things are all are there in your mind. You cannot finish your sentences because of less practice of motor skills. So these are the five major reasons that why your brain can speak better English than you. Did you get the point? Did you understand the point? So do not blame yourself for that. Okay, you have understood the problems. Now you need to work on that. You need to get exposed to these surroundings, okay, where English is spoken, or where you can consume English language. Okay, I'll make another video on that how you can consume English in your surrounding, right? But first, you understand these major five problems. Do not blame yourself. Okay, work on these drawbacks, and you will see that yes, I can work on them, right? So this is the video where I just mentioned the five reasons how you can, like, what are the drawbacks. Because of that, your brain speak better than better English than you. Now in the next video, I will be giving you some solutions as well. Problems, like, it's not only about mentioning the problems, we have to come with a solution. So for solution, you need to watch my next video, because the video will be like longer one. Okay, I don't want to make long videos. So yes, do let me know which out of these five drawbacks, which is your major drawbacks in the comments below. And do let me know, like, are you liking such type of videos, like raw videos, one-to-one conversational video with me? Do let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Until, bye, take care, and happy learning.